Hi, I'm Linda von Lyriel, and you're listening to Metal Wani.
Greetings from India. How are you doing today?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's a nice and calm Saturday, so didn't have to do anything so far. So that was nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So the new album Skin and Bones was out over a month ago, and
Yeah.
how was it going? You did a launch show, and and how was the reception like there? Like in general from the audience, all the reviews must have like been out there already.
Yeah, the reviews they were pretty good. I think there was just one from a very what was it? It was a very heavy magazine, like very heavy metal stuff, and it was that they were like, oh, okay, if you like this stuff, then it's good. But all the other reviews were very good, and yeah. And the show was really nice. It was at our hometown where we come from, and it was it was good. It was a good show, and they were nice. We had I don't know if you know La Ventura, who was one of our support bands, and then there was the Prisoner. They are from our hometown as well, so that was exciting, and it looks pretty good. We don't have any numbers yet on how much CDs were sold actually, but yeah.
So you guys are like happy, like you've put your stuff out there and you're happy with what the people are saying.
Really happy, and yeah.
So that's good. I mean, this marked your 5th album, which means the journey has been quite a bit. And Lyriel is a unique band, with not so many common instruments, like the cello and, the violin. So how did this concept come up, basically?
We started the band 2003. In autumn there were the first rehearsals, and before that Oliver, our now bass player, former guitar player, and his wife, Jessica is his wife. They had a different band where Ollie sang, and Jessica just had some guest singing. She did some guest singing there, and they decided, we have to do something with her voice because she has an amazing voice, and they just wanted to do something else. Yeah. And then they just thought of a concept, and they had a friend. She played the violin, and she was the first to join. And after that, they searched for a cellist because they just had in mind that there was supposed to be 2 strings. And I didn't know them, but my then boyfriend, that he met them in a bar.
Okay.
And and got to know them, and then they told my then boyfriend about this concept, and he said, my girlfriend is playing the cello, just ask her. So that was the story.
So I'm going to ask you, how did you decide to play the cello, and did you when you started playing, did you think that I would play in a metal band? Because cello, metal are not something that always come together, but and you do it brilliantly.
Thank you. I started playing at the age of 7, and my parents are both musicians. So it was they just said choose an instrument, and I chose the cello. I don't know why, and I didn't expect to play in a metal band. No, I didn't. But it's kind of different with this instrument. Not only this, but a violin as well, or all the classical instruments. To be a teenager and to play classical instruments, it's a little strange sometimes, because you want to be part of the pop culture and your youth culture, and it's not possible with your instrument. And so that was really, I was lucky in that way, because it was I think it saved me a little bit from going on with the instrument and feeling more connected to the instrument by playing in a metal band, or playing generally in bands. That is really a blessing. Yeah.
So were you into metal before you were before you were introduced to the band, or
Yeah.
did you listen to more classical music too?
No, yeah, I listen to classical music, yeah, because yeah, that's part of playing the instrument. But yeah, I was into metal first, and then there was the opportunity of playing with Lyriel, and then yeah, came together. Yeah.
So you like to do things that are completely different and bring a new approach, and I really appreciate that. I think
Yeah.
that's something everybody that follows the band really appreciates about the band, because it's so different, but it's
Yeah.
still doing everything that a metal band should do. So
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta
and
give them.
yeah. And this has definitely added a new element to heavy metal, in general. And this also makes your music range from a medievally inspired, like from medievally inspired ballads to hard rock influences, to elements of classical and folk music. And this was also there in Skins and Bones. So how do you plan this and go about it when you write your album?
Normally it developed. Our songwriting process is developed over the years, obviously.
Okay.
And in the beginning, it was just Oliver. The first album, just Ollie just did it and did all the lyrics and stuff. And then I decided to do the lyrics from the second album on. I did the lyrics mostly.
Okay.
And then this Skin and Bones actually is a product of everybody of the band. The rhythm section, Oliver and guitar, bass, and drums. They sat together in the rehearsal room and they tried stuff and recorded stuff. And then Oliver sometimes does the melodies and brings them to me, so I write the lyrics to the melody. So that's this challenge, because you have to match the words to the music. I like that very much. And
which is interesting, because that's usually it happens the other way around, right?
That's true. And sometimes it's that way. It was in Running in Our Blood is actually the other way around. So I had the lyrics and I did the melody as well.
Okay.
So that's a little bit different from the other songs, because it's the other way around. So yeah. So it's sometimes it's a mixture of everybody, and sometimes it's very very much influenced by just one person, like Oliver or me or Tim as well. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So the album has very different elements. It's also bilingual. I mean, you have one song in German, and it has growls, it has cleans, it has the unique instruments, and it has Jessica's magical voice.
Yeah.
And what's more interesting is that you play the cello, which is one of the most surprising elements of the band. And how does it feel to hold that position in the band? And you also mentioned that you write the lyrics, so it's a very interesting place that you hold in the band. How does it feel to be that person?
Oh, I never thought about that. How does it feel? I guess I'm just doing my job. I don't know. It's just I like what I do, and I don't think about the place in the band. It's just I think we all have our place, and we have a pretty good system it's working pretty well, because everybody knows what he and she is supposed to do, and it's just working. And it's nice to just I can do what I love, play the cello, and I do on the stage. I sing the backing vocal. I love that very much. The new album's actually a little bit more singing for me as well. You can see it. We have the last concert, the release concert we recorded, and there's going to be a DVD. I think in early 2015. And then you can see that I'm singing a little bit more, and it's kind of fun. And I don't know, it's just I love my role in the band. It's a good role. Yeah.
Okay. So on the record, one song caught my attention specifically, which is Black and White. And during the intro, you and June play a wonderful duet, making the song one of the most, it gives the songs one of the most memorable intros ever.
Okay.
And the song also has Christian Alvestam on it.
Yeah.
And what was it like working on the song?
The song was actually, this song was kind of complicated because we did it, we recorded everything, and there's a second version of it, and that is a little bit more the original version that we had first. You know what I mean? There's a second skin, the version,
Yeah.
And then we listened to it, and it was like, there's missing something. Something is not feeling right. What can we do? And we worked on it, and we tried different chorus lines, melodies and stuff, and it didn't really work. And it was like, what shall we do with this song? And then there was Plek. This is the guy that mixed and mastered our CD, and he's from Sweden, and he knows Christian, so he asked Christian if he can do something about the song, if he listens to it and has some ideas, and then they recorded something and sent it to us and said, how do you like that? And then we said, yeah, that's great. This is kind of a nice mixture of people coming together, and to the beginning, for the beginning, this what I play on the cello, and the thing that Jon is playing, it was that was actually mostly Jon and me. We are doing the string arrangement, the violin player and me.
Yes.
But this intro was written by Oliver, and I think what is most amazing about Oliver is that he always writes something, and when you hear it the first time, you think, I don't understand that. And then you listen to it again, and then you think, yeah, that's great. That's actually great. So I like that very much, because sometimes it's a little bit complicated and not really straight. Yeah, it's really unusual. Yeah. So yeah.
So this song marked as my favorite on the record. Which song is your favorite on the record?
Yeah, that's hard. Actually, I have to admit, I hear it quite often, the whole thing. I never had that in any album. It was a little bit with the Leverage. I listened to it quite some time, but not that much as I listened to Skin and Bones. I really love it. It's really strange. I never had it, and no, this quite a hard question to answer, because I really love. I love everything about it. That's a really new experience for me. That I listen to my own music and I just think, yeah, this is great. This is just great. Let me.
So that's actually a good thing, right? When you listen to your music and think, oh, this is what it should be.
Yeah, that's really nice, and I think it's that's what it developed to this point from. Yeah, we're doing it for 10 years now, and we just had to have all this stuff going on, and shit going on, and nice things going on, and now we are at a point that everybody listens to the music and says, yes, that's what we want to do. Which doesn't mean that the next album could be different. Will be different, I guess, because we are developing all the time, so yeah. But, yeah.
So now that you talk about the new album, what is your plan like after this? I mean, I guess you guys will go on tour to promote the
we hope.
Album.
There's nothing confirmed yet, but we have some options and some stuff that has been pushed, but not so yet confirmed. We have a EP coming out at the 13th of December, where we have some. There will be 6 songs from very old albums from the World and Autumn Tales.
Albums. Okay.
recorded them once again and did something a little bit different, and the sound is much better and a little bit more nowadays Lyriel. And there's one new song as well, and I'm looking forward to
Okay.
have the reaction to this song. It's like this, yeah, it's a
I
yeah.
I
So,
can't wait.
this is going to
Now that,
happen
the
really
new
soon in December, in the mid of December. And then there is the DVD, the live DVD that will be released in, I don't know yet. We have to have a date. Yeah, I don't know. And we plan on having the next CD album. I heard Oliver say something about a year from now or something. I'm not sure if we can do that, but it's not going to take two years this time. I think it's a year and a few months, something like that. So we are working like crazy.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to see a lot of you now. But tell me, are you guys planning to come to India anytime soon?
I would love to. I've never been to India, and I would love to come.
Okay.
We're not planning that, but I will tell that to our management right away. Yeah.
Please do. We would definitely love to see you
come
here, you know. So, one of the things I really like about you personally is that you've definitely pushed the boundaries, and opened up, a new window for today's women, who want to be a part of metal and who are really passionate for metal. Because, you're playing, I mean, like I've mentioned before, cello in a metal band, and, a metal band with 2 women in it. It has so many things that are so not normal with a metal band, and you're doing it, and both of you are doing it, and you're doing it so well. Do you have anything to say to these women who want to like really follow your footsteps and get into metal, and irrespective of what they want to do in the genre?
Yeah,
is there anything you'd like to say to them?
They have to expect some kind of strange looks. That's definitely so. But I love in the metal world that it's the guys, they are mostly guys, they look and but they would never touch something like this. There's no violence towards women, and I always think they're kind of searching for strong women in the music. They really like to have a opponent on stage, and it's not. Yeah, it's. I think it's not an easy thing to do, to be a girl in a metal band or in a metal world, because it's much of this masculinity and you have to be tough and stuff. But if you're just being you and just love what you do, then it's you can't do anything wrong. You just have to stand there and say, yeah, I'm doing what I'm doing. You can't do anything against it, so cope with it. Or I don't know. It's not. It is not easy, but just do it, and then everybody has to cope. It's not your problem if they have a problem. And my experience is there is no problem. When I don't have a problem with them, they don't have a problem with me normally. So.
Yeah, so you guys have 2 women in the band. So did you ever deal with any kind of difficulty as a musician or even as a band? Did people say, "Oh, there's no women in the band"?
I sometimes get asked if I know how to plug in my cello, and then I say, "Yeah, I'm doing this for a living, so yeah, I know how to work my instrument," and that's kind of annoying because a man would never get asked that. They would never ask the guitar player, "Do you know how to plug in your guitar?" That's kind of sexism, but okay, maybe I'm blonde and they think I need some help. I don't know, and I just say, yeah, I know, yeah, and then it's good. Yeah, but
maybe they just want
cello. I know it's just
maybe they just want
plug. There's no magic about it, so I know what I'm doing, and yeah, but yeah, but there's no, I don't know, but Yeah, like I said before, I just do what I do, and I don't think about how they like it or not, or if they have a problem, it's not my problem. Yeah.
But you know, this is probably the negative side to it. But when you look at it from a positive side, over the last decade, there have been so many women that have come into the metal scene. You know, there's Angela Gossov, there's and Elisa Gers, there's you know, Simone. There's so many women that are coming up all of a sudden. Do you think the perception of women in metal are changing, and people are like open to seeing women up on stage as like, you know, recently Elisa spoke to Blabbermouth, and you know, she said that maybe it's a bad thing because people look up on stage and they say, oh, there's a woman, but then again we look better and we can do what you guys do, so it's an advantage.
I love that it's getting more and more, there are more and more women on stage. That's just awesome and nice. And in my world, there's always been a lot of women in metal, because I'm a woman in metal, and then it's you know your colleagues. So that's not it's not really new to me, but I think there are a lot of metalheads that are really romantic, and they really like this kind of music, and they have this hardcore stuff going on, like I'm a man and stuff. But when they are really truthful, then they say, I just like the women, and so it's I guess it's it's okay. They just maybe it's they are able to admit it a little bit more. So there are more and more women just coming up. Yeah, don't know.
Coming up now. So lastly, Linda, I want to congratulate you on the new album and wish you best of luck for, you know, the promotional tour and the new EP and the DVD and, you know, the new album too. You know, I hope not just women but also men take, you know, inspiration from the band, especially from you, you know, to break the shackles and, you know, try something absolutely new just like you did. But if you had to describe the album in just one line, Skin and Bones in just one line, you know, and tell the audience this is why you should, you know, listen to it and go buy it, because you love the album a lot, you've mentioned. What would you say? One line.
We have beautiful melodies and beautiful riffs, like guitar riffs, and it really matches very good. And everybody who's not going to listen to it, I just can't help him or her. So they're lost.